name is Florian Gürtner. I'm the General Manager of ARC Europe, and I'm very happy to have the time today to briefly introduce to you what we do at ARC in Europe, as well as from a global perspective. ARC Advisory Group is a very active research consulting and advisory company. We organize 4 forums every year. We cover 30 countries with primary and secondary research. We do around 40 online surveys a year. 100 automation technologies covered with primary and secondary research each year. And all is really here focused around automation, digitization, the capital goods industry. So it's a very, very, very focused research agenda. And because research is just one part of the medal, and it's so important to get in front of people and to get their opinions. We actually attend more than 120 conferences a year. We also do custom projects where we get a very deep insight into individual subject matter experts. And then we have 200 reports that we deliver to our advisory service clients. These are independently researched reports that we do based on our experience. And if you sum all of these activities up, we conduct around 3,500 interviews each year. And all of this is actually available to everyone in ARC. So each analyst has access to the interviews, to the data, to the material, and based on this can form his or her opinion and generate more know-how. We do all of this since 1986 when we were founded as an automation research company in the Boston area, where still our headquarters is. We have a really global presence, so we have people all over the globe that support the research and that are very close to you, our customers. We are often ranked as among the most influential analyst companies when it comes to automation, IoT, or Industry 4.0. And what we do exactly research is really the area of automation control. That's how we refine it. But of course, all of this has developed over the last years, from how can I replace a relay with a PLC to how scalable is a PLC to what architecture do I need when I want to do remote operations. So we cover automation and now obviously also edge and cloud. We cover sustainability since 2014, and cybersecurity is a topic for ARC since at least 10 years. Next to this, we have the enterprise and plant software. And of course, we also go down to the device level where in electrical products, motors, drives, sensors, devices. And a personal matter, what I really, really enjoy is always research around countries where I can explore how markets in an individual country function. And because we are focused on the investment goods company, we cover basically all vertical industries. So in the manufacturing space, from aerospace and defense to automotive, machinery, then hybrid industries, food and beverage and pharmaceuticals, and then the process industries as well as the infrastructure sector. In Europe, we are the local support of the local automation community. Were established more than 20 years ago, and we have a focus on factory automation as well as Industry 4.0. And I can say I'm very proud and happy to work with that great team. Our ARC analysts typically have an industry or engineering background, and also I'm very, very proud of our very low fluctuation in that area. So many people tend to work with ARC for more than 10 years, developing a very broad perspective on the industry. Of course, we are in a very international team, so we can cover also the different aspects. And what I want to point out is that the ARC analysts are really focused on their domains. When someone is doing research on machinery, they are doing that research on machinery for many, many days and don't just change the subject matter on a daily basis. No, as we stick to that, we can really claim to be among the leading industry experts. Our clients are not only the technology providers, but also the technology users, which gives us as ARC the unique ability to not only have all the different stories of what's technologically possible, but also get the experience and feedback from the plant floor and the real life struggle. So we do research for both of these sides. And we have, of course, our market studies, which are well established in the market and the leading planning instrument for many, many global players, as well as small and mid-sized companies. And while you can buy a PDF as you could have done 10, 15 years ago, you can now also get the data in form of a spreadsheet. So you don't need to type down the numbers to get your presentation done. But you can go even 1, 2, 3 steps further and really customize the data to your needs. So you have it ready to go, bite-sized to your organizational requirements, and you don't need to spend hours and hours to customize and clean the data later. And next to this research, which is based on our studies, etc., we really have custom research. So very specific questions that we go out and survey and research towards your needs. We have online surveys, which are independent, which are ARC surveys. We have the economic updates, and we also do best practice surveys among the end user community. The consulting part of ARC also looks at various different stakeholders. For users and OEMs, for example, we do supplier selection. So a machine builder may come to us and ask us, how should my visualization strategy for the next 10, 20 years look like? And we then help find the right suppliers to cater their needs. For the technology vendors, for the supplier community, we often do technology and strategy workshops, often focused around digital transformation. We have strategic or tactical workshops. And then we have workshops on best practices as well as technology. In the area of mergers and acquisition, we work with financial institutions. We work with large industrial companies as well. We're typically involved in the commercial due diligence. So we give our perspective. Is the company's portfolio actually a successful portfolio? What's our expertise over the next years to come? And in generally, our support, our consulting is just a very valued third-party perspective of people who have been in the industries for decades and have that not only that very deep insight on individual technology, but on the other hand, a very broad view of things. On the communication side, we support, again, small and mid-sized enterprises to large international players. And I would say the key aspect here are our 4 forums that we host. We have Global in Orlando, a European forum, which is in Barcelona, and we have Asian forums in Tokyo as well as in India. The Tokyo forum is in Japanese. All of these forums has an online and virtual part next to the physical event. I'm very proud of our European forum, which hosts a 365-day virtual support where you can get loads of information next to the forum itself. We often work with small and mid-sized company on market strategies and how to prove visibility. And for everyone, it's interesting to have our writing services such as white papers, case studies, webcasts, contents for news websites or newsletter. We have our own YouTube channel with quite good views. We have our own podcast, and we can really help there to bring out your message. Next to the social media, we have our own well-established ArcWire newsletter and reaches over 45,000 executives each month, as well as loads of journalists. And we calculate the indirect reach here. We actually rate around 400,000 automation professionals each month. What I also want to briefly mention is that we do also speaking engagements for suppliers, for example, as an end user event, which is always a good food for thought to get that external opinion in and to convince your users about the need to invest in the future. Last point I want to mention is our advisory services, which typically encompass all the three areas I already mentioned. It's a very tailored 1-year plan that we developed with you for your needs. And I already mentioned that, but you'll get access to hundreds of documents, which is ARC's knowledge base, ARC insights, ARC views, as well as white papers and strategy reports. And you can directly talk to industry experts. And we often get the feedback in these advisory services that basically we are seen as a virtual extension of the internal team. And the fact that we do have the access to the data, to the reports and everything saves months and maybe even years of own research and resources, because you simply go to ARC, you ask the question, and you have the answer the next day or the next week. It also helps that ARC is a filter to support you to pick out the trends among all the hypes and really stay current on the latest best practice and technologies. Again, we have loads of educational videos, webcasts, and podcasts that are part of the advisory service and the marketing support, as well as the attendance of the ARC forum. To conclude this, we can help you with giving you a library of thousands of documents. We have hundreds of research topics. We have very specific solutions for your needs, and we reach around 400,000 people each month. And we at ARC Europe, we are very happy and focused, happy and proud that we help you getting focused here, get the right information, and we are your local support here and available 24/7. Thank you very much. Have a great day.